It is MaxFunDrive, the one time of year where we come to you to support our show. You give, and in return, we give back to you. This year we have the coolest pin, a canonically queer film strip that looks like something straight out of Beetlejuice. Well, a very wicked version of Beetlejuice. I'm wearing it right now. Not only will you receive our new pin when you join to support our show, you will also get access to hours upon hours of bonus content. This year, we are giving you a peek behind the Emerald Curtain, an episode with one of the producers of the show, producer Daniel Huecias. Our pin is canonically queer, and so is our BOCO. Danielle is talking about two of the gayest films in the history of cinema, X-Men and X-2. And if you don't think they are, you can just ask X-2 star Alan Cumming how queer they are. To get access to this and so much more bonus content, go to MaximumFun.org/join. That is MaximumFun.org/join. Here's a sneak peek for you.
I'm sorry, the homoeroticism that exists between James Marsden and Hugh Jackman.
God.
Like...
You gonna tell me to stay away from your girl?
Well, if I had to do that, she wouldn't be my girl.
Well, then I guess you've got nothing to worry about, do you? Cyclops.
It must just burn you up that a boy like me saved your life, huh? You gotta be careful. I might not be there next time. Oh, and Logan, stay away from my girl.
Like, okay. When Mystique is trying to seduce Wolverine in X-2, and she cycles through, like, all these beautiful women's skin suits that she could have on, and then he, like, pushes her off, and she's like, what do you really want? And then turns into Brian Cox? Like, yes, he wants vengeance. Like, he has, like, I'm not saying Wolverine wants to have sex with Stryker. It's not that. But the idea that she's like, seduce. What do you really want? And then turns into Brian Cox looking at him furtively. Like, Jesus.
And I remember watching that. Even now, I was like looking at this film and I was like, oh my God, the face on James Marsden is just so beautiful.
One of our great heartthrobs, James Marsden.
Underrated. Significantly underrated. But James Marsden, you have Hugh Jackman, who, regardless of whatever Hugh Jackman identifies as.
Yes, regardless.
Is very gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tap dancing, musical theater. Like
it's very coded gay, like so many of the things.
For sure. And also just like the scenes of this man shirtless, literally just like whenever. Why not?
Whenever. Yeah. I mean, it's like that snake eating its tail thing where in many occasions there's nothing gayer than the straightest man. Like, there's nothing gayer than a straight man. And Wolverine is like a paragon of like heterosexual virility.
You also have bisexual Anna Paquin, bisexual queen Anna Paquin. And then you also just have like so many iconic performances by women, right? Rebecca Romijn as Mystique, which literally is otherworldly.
Yeah, no, I'm watching it with Moa last night. I was like, God, Rebecca Romijn was a good Mystique.
Yes. You also have Halle Berry as like Storm, which is the first depiction of Storm in like apart from the animated series. And Storm as a character is just so fantastic and representative of like a strong Black woman with immense power, like the ability to fry a toad off of the Statue of Liberty.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Create dozens of tornadoes while flying a jet. Like, that's crazy. Underrated performance, Famke Janssen as Jean Grey.
And Famke Janssen is one of my great beauties of all time. I miss her face so much. I wish she acted constantly because I just want to see her everywhere. And her is Jean Grey with that fucking 2003 feathered bob. My God. And like watching it, there's also there's the delights of just like this being a 2003 period, like now it's a period piece where you're just like the way that leather is featured in this movie is like this is so 2000.
I'm not even kidding. I was watching X-2 last night and I was like, I'm gonna take some style tips from
Yeah.
this.
And God, and couldn't have a conversation about gayness in the aughts without talking about the chokehold that the Ashmore brothers had on like Bobby in it, like Iceman in this, the Ashmore twins. The time and the place where they could be like, oh, if you want a hot boy, like you get the Ashmore brothers.
Yeah, and canonically, Bobby Drake, Iceman, in the comic books, is gay.
It makes so much sense that him and Rogue would be so close. I mean, a lovely beard, that Rogue. Our drive runs from now until March 28th. Max Fun shows are artist-owned, audience-supported, and this is the time of year when we come together to ask for your support. To find out more about MaxFunDrive or to join, boost, or upgrade your membership, go to MaximumFun.org/join. That is MaximumFun.org/join.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported
directly
by you.